Well, today is Grandparents' Day, and some of us may not have our loved ones here to spend it with. Our Queen City News anchors Will Lewis and Julian Sador sat down to talk about a special walk that is held each year to help the battle of Alzheimer's. Guys?
Well, thanks, Janet. And of course, with today being Grandparents' Day, we bring in Queen City News anchor Julian Sador. And I know, Julian, this is a very important time for you. I unfortunately have lost my grandparents on both sides of my family, but I know you think about another special time with your grandparents as well.
Yeah, no, I lost all my grandparents just like you, and anybody who's lost a grandparents knows that that loss, it never really goes away, right? I mean, they're always with us, but you feel that loss for life. And most recently, I lost my Nana Jean to Alzheimer's. Earlier this year, she actually had dementia, and it was something that she battled with for a year, and that's why it's really awesome that here at Queen City News, we're partnering with the Alzheimer's Foundation to sponsor them during walk season to help out. Myself, Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane will both be out there. October 19th is a big one. We'll have the walk there at Truist Field in Charlotte, but it's a chance not to just talk about her legacy, but what we can do so more people don't end up in a situation where they lose a loved one to Alzheimer's.
And we've talked about this even on camera and off camera, Julian. This was one of those things where it was a tough situation, not only for you, but for your family as you were going through this.
That's the thing about Alzheimer's. It doesn't just affect the person going through it. In fact, it impacts the family arguably even more because you have to figure out, okay, who is going to be the caretaker for this person? What are we going to do financially? When you have somebody, when there is a loss of life, when it's sudden, okay, you can plan, okay, this is what the funeral is going to look like. This is how I care for them. But when you have something like Alzheimer's dementia, there is no end date. So it could be 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. So how do you even begin to plan for that? And when my family started to experience it, we didn't know where to turn. So organizations like the Alzheimer's Foundation help you figure out, where do I go? They give you resources and they help you navigate a roadmap at a time where you're just trying to figure out, how do I care for my loved one? What am I going to do?
And I know you say you've been on that roadmap, but the thing is you are also now getting to help people. Can you talk about how great it is, not only last year as you were still going through that process, but now when you guys are getting ready for the walks and everything else, just helping all the people that come out?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked that. Last year for me, just being immersed into it, I didn't know what to expect, and what I found was a community that embraced me. It helped me take what I was going through and find other people who had similar experiences, and they helped me work through my trauma. And now by sharing my story and my Nana's story and my dad's story as being her primary caregiver, as painful as it is for me, I see the light in somebody else's eyes. We were just speaking at an event last week for the kickoff for walk season. Tara and I are up there on stage, and I'm watching people who are going through the same things look at me like, I know your story because they're going through it. So even a chance to share your story, be out there, be part of that community, it helps them get through it, and that's the most beautiful part is I received that help, and now I get to be part of that, giving that help out there. And anybody wants to be a part of it, registration is open, walk season is here. It starts this month, so we want everybody to come out there. Even if you don't know somebody directly, it's one of those things where once you're part of the community, we'll embrace you, welcome in, and you just want to help.
Yeah, and that's the great thing of this station, like you said, all of us embracing each other, helping with that community. Of course, we have all that information on our website. Queen City News anchor Julian Sador, thank you so much. Brandon, we'll send it over to you.